sixth graders, yesterday, or Tuesday, because we didn't have a lesson yesterday, Tuesday we looked at exponents, and I told you that that would lead into what we are looking at now. So lesson 6 is on the order of operations. So what is the order of operations? So the easiest way to remember the order is by PEMDAS. Some people use please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. You can also just remember the word PEMDAS. So first you always do the parentheses, then we have exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Okay? So basically using the order of operations, we're going to solve the following problems. Okay? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to a whiteboard. Maybe. Okay, so first I'm going to write the PEMDAS that we have. P-E-M-D-A-S. Okay, so our first problem is going to be 4 plus 2 times 7. Now we only have multiplication and addition, so you always go starting with parentheses and obviously skipping what you don't have. So first we come up with multiplication. 2 times 7 is 14. Then we add 4 plus 14 is 18. Okay, so there's the first one. Just 2 steps. Next, we have 20 minus 5 times 2. So here we have multiplication and subtraction. So multiplication is still going to come first. 20 minus 10 is 10. Okay? Next, 90 minus 5 squared times 3. Now there's an exponent. So we have an exponent, we have multiplication, and we have subtraction. So first is our exponent. 90 minus 5 squared is going to be 5 times 5 is 25 times 3. Okay, next, multiplication. 25 times 3 is 75. Okay, now finally we subtract. 90 minus 75 is going to be 15. All right, next. Bear with me. Oops, didn't mean to erase all that. While I erase, okay. So next we have 4 plus 9 squared divided by 3 times 2 minus 2. So here we have an exponent, we have multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So first we do our exponent. 9 squared is 81, 9 times 9. Okay. Next, multiplication, 3 times 2 is 6. Next, division, 81 divided by 6. Now, maybe you know that off the top of your head, but I do not. So, 81 divided by 6 is going to be 13.5. I know it's not the easiest number, but it's okay. All right. Then, addition, 4 plus 13.5, 17.5. Finally, minus 2 leaves us with an answer of 15.5. Okay, so we're definitely getting there. Okay, next, 2 plus 9 squared minus 4. So we have parentheses and exponent, addition and subtraction. Okay, first parentheses. So then in our parentheses, we would keep doing the same thing. So if you'd have another set of parentheses, you'd do what's in those parentheses. So 9 squared is 81, we just learned that, minus 4, still in parentheses. 81 minus 4 is going to be 77. And finally, plus 2 is 79. All right? Wasn't too bad. All right, next. 2 times 13 plus 5 minus 14 divided by 3 plus 4 parentheses. All right? So we have parentheses. We have multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So first we go to our parentheses and we have a second set of parentheses. So we do that first. 3 plus 4 is 7. So then those parentheses are going to go away. Okay, next. Division is in our parentheses. 14 divided by 7 is 2. Okay, next in our parentheses, we have addition. 13 plus 5 is 18. 18. Okay, we still haven't gotten rid of our parentheses though, because we still have operations left. Oops. Okay, now last, 18 minus 2, 16. Now we got rid of our parentheses. So finally we have 2 times 16. It's going to give us 32. Okay? Now I'm going to give you one more that has every single thing in it. This one might be a little tricky, but we will work through it together. All right, ready? We are going to do 2 squared plus 7 minus 10 times 4 plus 2 divided by 3 plus 4 squared. I think that's everything. We're going to add a second set of parentheses here. Okay, so we have 2 sets of parentheses, one that's not in itself. So we have parentheses, an exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, like I said, every single one. So if you have multiple operations that are the same, so maybe you have 2 different things in multiplication, let's actually do that too, times 6. Okay, then you just work left to right, like you're reading a book. So we have parentheses here, so we're going to do 7 minus 10 is going to be negative 3, but we're going to write it as minus. Okay, times 4 plus 2 divided by 3 plus 4 squared. Okay, so now we do our second set of parentheses. And in the parentheses, we do the exponent first. So 4 times 4 is 16. We're actually going to do this too. Nope, we're going to do it differently. Hold on. Sorry. Just to make it a little easier to work with, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to put this in parentheses. So technically we would do that first instead of this here. So let's try this. just so that it's easier to work with. Okay, so 4 plus 2 first, 6 divided by 3 plus 4 squared. All in parentheses times 3 minus. And you can totally write it from left to right too. I'm just doing it that way so I fill in what I don't have. Okay, so next we divide. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Oops. No, we do our exponent first, sorry. 4 squared is 16. Same number. Just a step later. Okay, next we divide. 2 plus 16 is still our parentheses times 3 2 squared 6. Okay, next step is to finish out our parentheses. 2 plus 16 is 18. All right, next we have another exponent. So 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, now we do multiplication. So like we did with parentheses, we work from left to right. 6 times 4 is 24 minus 3 times 18 is, let's find out because I do not know it off the top of my head. 3, 4, 5, 54. Okay, now we finish out with our subtraction. 24 minus 54 is going to be a negative 30. All right, so that was a lot of steps, but we used PEMDAS, order of operations, and we worked from left to right as needed. Okay, so we have 2 more we're going to do quick. These 2, and I'm just going to show you what the difference parentheses can make, okay? All right, so we're going to erase. There's a lot to erase here with this one. All right, so the first one, 7 plus 12 minus 3 squared. So we do our parentheses first, and we do the exponent first. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, then we subtract 12 minus 3 is 12 minus 9 is 3, plus 7, 10. Okay, so that's how we get the first problem. Now, if we rewrite it with our exponent in a different spot, 12, oops. So we do the parentheses first, which is now just subtraction. 12 minus 3 is 9. Okay, now we are going to use the exponent on the 9. So 9 times 9 is 81, plus 7 is 88. Pretty big difference in numbers, okay? So it's very important that you do follow the order of operations because you can get different answers. That is it for your assignment, or for your lesson. So your assignment is to complete the modal questions for lesson 6. There might be one that has each operation on it, but that would be the most. So most of them will have 2 or 3, probably more like multiplication and addition subtraction, or multiplication and division and an exponent, something like that. Okay, let me know if you have any questions, and have a fantastic day.